Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Junior,
And I've only listened to sad songs in the car.
and we're
The Nerdy Bros.
You're full of shit.
What?
I saw your Snapchat from yesterday, and you were not listening to sad songs.
Wasn't it? But wasn't it?
No,
But
it wasn't.
I have no idea what
no,
song
it
was.
wasn't.
I think it was
sad.
just like the very first one that just shuffle was on. But I meant more so like I play specifically. You know that thing that everyone who's dumb
That
like me
thing?
does, where they're just like, I'm
Mr. Griffin,
already
that's your penis.
super upset. Let me just play all these songs that like remind me of how upset I am or make me feel worse than what I already feel like.
This is a sad song.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Anyways.
welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. I didn't mean to be that high, and then the first octave of my voice came out, and then I just kept it like that. I apologize. No, but welcome back, everybody.
What, Tito? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm off my rocker. I'm not mentally stable.
You never have been.
No, I haven't. You're right.
All right. Anyway, back to the show. Guys, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode. And for those of you who only listen, sorry you had to watch it because we were playing Nintendo 64 and we didn't do a whole lot of talking.
Yeah, I hope they fought everyone. I hope there's no one that just specifically waits for the episode to pop out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I hope in some form or another they follow us on some social media so they knew that we only put out a video format.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I definitely agree with you that last week's episode was better to just be on video than it was on to put on an audio. But I hope everyone enjoyed it. I had fun.
Yeah, I had fun too.
I always have fun with my video games.
All right. Anyway, okay, so just real quick, I want to just throw that out. I just want to throw out a whole bunch of announcements right now at the beginning of the episode, just in case some of you only listen partway through and then just stop listening for whatever reason.
Stay for the whole show.
I mean, but if you don't, let's just throw out some stuff right now.
But still stay.
In the last episode, I mentioned that we'll be doing a giveaway. So here in the near future, we'll be doing a giveaway. We'll be picking 3 winners to win some free merch. Now, the way to enter into that is you're going to want to be subscribed to the Pops Maniac channel on YouTube and leave a comment on the Nintendo 64 video that we put out last week. And you're going to want to be, believe I also said you're going to want to be following us on Instagram, the Nerdy Bros Inc. Instagram, which
so
is
there's three criteria.
Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, no. I remember now. It was be subscribed to the channel, leave a comment on last week's video, which was the Nintendo 64 video, and to leave a review on that or on, well, I guess it'll be on this episode because we didn't put out the audio version for the Nintendo 64. So leave a review or just leave a review for the podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to us.
Can they leave reviews on
Yes.
Spotify?
I don't know about Spotify, but I know you can on Apple Podcasts.
Well, but then that wouldn't be fair if we have listeners that are strictly Spotify or
well,
just
I don't
have
know.
Apple.
I think you can, but I'm just saying.
I don't know either.
Leave a review.
We're not well prepared.
Leave a review. If you can't leave a review, put that in the comment on YouTube. Like, hey, I couldn't leave a review. However,
but here's a review anyway. Just put it there.
Yeah.
And then we'll put all of the names of the people that do it. And then that could be one of our Instagram lives.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, we'll put it on a random number generator or a spin the wheel type thing, and we'll.
You guys will see the winners,
we'll
and
pick
then
the winners, and then
we'll reach out to you guys and find out what size and what type of
merch you're looking to get. And
yeah,
then you get some free merch from us.
And for those that want to support, you could always buy the merch too.
Yeah, I mean, yes, there's plenty of merch, so. Buy some and help support the podcast. We totally would appreciate that because Yeah, all this stuff that you see here in the green screen. Well, you can't see the green screen, but it's there because I always put something in the background. None of that stuff was free, and the lights and all that not free. So yeah, if you guys could get some merch and help support the podcast, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just drop links right now. Also, just cause I feel like it.
Yeah.
Instagram nerdy.bros.inc, pops.maniac, the YouTube channel Pops Maniac, and Tito.
Me. I'm at Bandito Tito 93 on both Instagram and Twitter, you guys. So
Reach
yeah,
out.
reach out and touch me. It's Faith, right?
Reaching out.
No, that's a different song.
Me,
that's Neil Diamond.
Touching
I was talking about the
you.
one song that
That's the same
everyone
thing.
played
Who
on
cares?
Vice City, right?
I don't know.
Everyone only listened to that one song.
Sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba.
All right. That's now with all that hoopla out of the way.
Back to the episode, guys, and as always, we'll just start every episode with something called Junior's Hot Take. And this is part of the episode where I talk about something new and upcoming in Junior's Hot Take and hot opinion on it. And Junior,
I don't care. Whatever it is, I already don't care.
wow,
All right, what is it?
rude. So I saw this and I almost exploded with excitement because I cannot wait to see like what it'll be, especially also I want to see if I'll be able to be as good as I am on the original, but Banjo-Kazooie is getting a complete like remake from the ground up that's set for summer 2022. And I think you said that you don't ever really remember being yourself, so now would be a chance for you to play it with way better graphics and maybe some easier controlling. What do you think about that?
Where did you see that?
I saw
I saw a trailer.
Yeah, someone had posted it.
I think that's fake news, buddy.
No, it's not. It's not fake. It's
I thought that it was
real thing.
It was a trailer that was made by fans that are good at computer animating, and they made the trailer because I think that trailer came out a while ago.
You want to know why I also know it's not fake? It was on Google's homepage. Like, you know how sometimes like
What
you'll
does
open
that
up.
mean anything?
Well, you know how sometimes you'll open up Google and then Google will have just like random advertisements or stuff like right away for there. It's not something I had to search for. It was just already there.
But it could still be fan made. Fan made videos get put up all the time.
Nah.
I think it's fake.
No.
I think it's fake, so I don't care. I honestly think it's fake.
No, not fake.
I mean, again, it's a real trailer, but I believe it's fake. I watched a trailer on YouTube, and then in the comments, people were like, "This was made by fans years ago," or some shit. I don't know. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think it's fake. But yeah, yeah, I'll play it.
If it's real.
If it's real, I'll play it. Yes, I never beat the original N64 version. Like I said, I did beat Yooka-Laylee, which was like a spiritual successor, and I got the platinum. So if there's a remake, full, complete remake of Banjo-Kazooie, I'll play it. But that's only if it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, I don't think it is. All right.
Okay.
Next.
I don't know. Now I feel like complete disheartened because I could have sworn it was going to be
I'm
real.
sorry.
It was like such a like it wasn't just like
Sorry, you stepped into me.
like sometimes I've seen stuff like that where people will just put like trailers together of stuff that they want.
No. Yes.
But like
that's not what I'm talking about.
But the end of it like literally had like summer 2022 and then it was like Xbox and then Nintendo Switch. Like the logos like popped up with it. So I was just like, this is gotta be real. It can't be fake.
I think it is, man.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah, this trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait, no. Oh yeah.
Yes. I'm telling you, I saw this also, but like look at the name. It's called Project Dream. That's the channel. Like, I'm telling you.
Say it ain't so.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well,
Maybe not. I don't know.
let's
Sorry.
just add
Sorry to
that to
burst
the
your
column
bubble.
of sad things in my life.
Sorry.
All right, guys. So now we come back to a fan favorite segment known as
Anime is an important part of our culture.
and guys,
Take two.
the My Hero movie came out weeks ago. Yeah, weeks ago. It dropped in Japan August 6th. So Bad Boy is out. I know I kept mentioning
That's
the fact.
almost weeks ago.
Yeah, I know I kept mentioning that. Like, yeah, well, tomorrow will be 2 weeks exactly.
Well, on Friday.
But I kept mentioning that it would be that the movies were coming out. So yeah, it dropped in Tokyo August 6th. I didn't see like how well it did or in comparison
So
to.
then there was probably already a trailer out. Then have you seen the trailer?
I had seen some trailer. I don't know. Not too many people had posted about it. I don't know if maybe like this one was more. I
What's
don't
it
want to say
called?
under wraps. Wasn't it? It was like World Mission,
Oh, I don't know.
something like that. I don't know. They kind of made it seem like especially with the outfits they were like wearing, it made it seem like they were doing like secret agent stuff.
Cool.
And then the Jujutsu Kaisen movie is set to come out December 24th in Japan as well. So for anybody out there, if you have it down to a science to exactly when a movie comes out over there, how long it'll take before it gets over here.
I mean, we're not getting Jujutsu Kaisen until the following year.
Yeah,
and
probably for sure. But I don't know. Depending
We
on
might
how
not
quick,
get it.
depending
We
on
might not
how
get My
quick
Hero
it can
either.
get, depending on how quick it can get subbed and then like out to other people. Like, yeah, it would be awesome to be able to watch the movie dubbed in theaters like we did with Mugen Train, but will 100% still watch it subbed. Just a little bit harder to find sometimes. But yeah, both those movies, they're like Jujutsu Kaisen is definitely coming out, and yeah, I think it is called World Mission, or it's definitely not called Mission World. I don't know. Again, ill prepared, guys.
Get a fucking notebook like me. Write shit
Use-
down.
write shit down in
Use
my
your
notes.
phone.
Yeah, I was about to say I have notes on my phone,
Jesus,
but
you
like,
really have no excuse. for this.
I always think like I'll remember it, and then the time comes, and I'm like I forgot everything.
Here we go. We're about to hit like our 1 year of doing this, and you're still ill prepared.
Always, as with life,
Yeah.
just
Not,
taking
not anything to brag about.
so.
Nothing at all.
Any anime news on your side, Junior? That was like stuff that I got super excited for that I finally saw because I know that I was kind
It's
of
called My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission.
World Heroes Mission. So I was just missing the heroes part.
Yeah. No, I mean I've been watching anime, but not anything newsworthy or news related.
No, yeah, yeah. I don't. I cannot wait for you to catch up on Tokyo Revenger, which is again a great anime. It's still ongoing, as far as I know. I like unless this is just gonna be like, it's a from start to finish anime. I'm assuming that this will probably be like a 24 episode season, but
I hope it ends.
like quick.
Yeah, like I hope we get like one good season, and like I don't need it to. Again, I don't
Yeah,
need them to.
we
go
talked about
on.
that. You don't
Yeah.
need it to go out. Like, but like I would still. I don't know when's the last time you watched an episode, but I feel like you should be close to, like, do you
I
remember?
watched
what's the
like
last
episode 10, 9, 10, something like that.
So you're yeah. I'm pretty sure you're probably close to one of the like, because again, most times that like a new anime will come out, the first season, much like certain shows, especially like on TV, like they'll get like a short first anime season, like My Hero, 12 episodes, just the first one, and then after they saw that it did well, then they started doing.
I mean that's basically everything. All like big companies aren't going to pour a bunch of money into a show that they don't think is going to do well.
Yeah.
Right away. And sometimes they'll be like after the second or third episode, if it got like a shitload of views, they'll be like right away, season 2 is already coming out.
Yeah.
They announced season 2 has already
Or even
starting
sometimes
or
as much as
whatever.
like renewed for 2 seasons, you'll hear that for a fact you're at least getting a third one. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. Again, for people that have probably read the manga and are ahead, like know if this will end quick or not. But I mean, each episode just brings like it's like more character building / like also more stuff that I want to see and stuff that you like find out. But yeah, I definitely, there was a part towards like the middle of the series where I was just like, did they really like end it like this quick? Like this just worked out. And then like you get like a twist and you're like, oh my God. Like, but yeah, great anime. Definitely recommend it for anyone that likes watching anime. Get out there, watch Tokyo Revengers.
Get out there. Yeah. Like I said, in Tokyo, what? In Tokyo news? No, in anime news, I would basically just be talking about how I'm still watching My Hero. Show's getting fucking good. I know there's a big thing that's coming and it just hasn't come yet. Every single time I feel like we're about to get the big reveal, and then it doesn't come yet. And every time I'm like, oh, it's going to be the next episode, and then it's not the next episode. And I'm like, oh, it's definitely going to be next week. I honestly really, really think it's going to be next week. I still don't know if it's coming next week or not.
In the last episode that I watched, I just got a bunch of information for 2 of like the villain characters that just opened up a bunch of other questions. I'm not sure if they're doing, because I don't know if the manga like splits to kind of like a side series, because I know there's My Hero Vigilantes, but that has to do with Aizawa being a teenager.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's just supposed to be the next season and it's all just going to be, I guess, like a flashback season, or if that's supposed to be like, oh, actually this is just like a 12-part season that, you know, I won't say like doesn't contribute to the story, but wouldn't necessarily move the story along because it's like a flashback. Kind of like the same thing. I don't know. You could say what is it, like in Bleach, when they like go back in time and you see like Shinji and all the Vizards when they're captains, like that doesn't necessarily move the story along, but you just get backstory. Or I don't know. Do you think backstory moves the story along?
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily moving the story along, but it gives you character development, and that's what makes you care about characters. Otherwise, if you met Shinji and then he died 2 episodes later, you'd be like, oh, well, they introduced the character and now he's dead.
But I'm just saying,
when
like,
you get that backstory of what happened to them and how they used to be captains and how some of them know some of the current captains because they worked with them. And then now you see what happens. Also, you get that character development on some of the villains like Gin.
Yeah.
And so you're like, holy shit. So,
but like, so what I was going to say with that when it comes to flashbacks, because technically a flashback isn't the only way to obviously tell something that happened in the past. You could just see a conversation between 2 characters.
Yeah, but that's like exposition. And that is like that's like the lowest form of giving information, is like me just sitting here and telling you like, hey, did you hear about Rose? Rose just got a chocolate from Gary, but Gary doesn't know that Rose is also talking to Chuck. Like, how about you just fucking show me, don't tell me.
Well, I mean, but what I'm
it's
saying,
like show don't tell.
No, that's but like,
key.
for instance, like if like I was an anime character and then I'm just like, oh, you know, my sister died when I was young, that's giving you information. But like there could also be a flashback that would show you like the emotional impact that it had on me as a character.
Small things like that, like, oh, my sister died when I was young, is fine. It's giving so much information that's just an information dump. Mm-hmm. Is that, to me, that's terrible fucking writing. But I mean, the thing with animes though that is like pretty much only in anime is voice, like inner monologue voiceover.
Yeah, that was one thing.
That's like not in like anything else really.
Yeah.
In movies, you hardly see it. In other like animated shows, that shit like doesn't really happen. The only one that I can think of that it happens in is SpongeBob. SpongeBob does like inner monologue every now and then, not all the time,
but not as much as like
it's
anime.
A lot.
Yeah. And that was like, I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast or not, but again, shout out to my buddy Joey who tried giving anime a chance. That was one thing he couldn't get over. He couldn't get over like he was like, there's so much inner monologuing, and then inner monologue sometimes just will always turn into like a backstory of just a quick character. Sometimes there's entire episodes revolved around one character that would just inner monologue. We don't have to go too far because we're talking about My Hero. One of my favorite episodes, even though I hated like this specific part because I just felt like get back to the fight. In My Hero, in the Yakuza arc, when Fat Gum and Red Riot are fighting the two Yakuza members, that's like, 12, 13 minutes of Red Riot's like backstory before he jumped into UA. And it's just like, yeah, that's a lot of inner monologuing that just cuts to this when like the beginning of the episode was so epic with how the fight started and everything going on. But you're right, but that adds to character development.
Yeah.
So
It's important.
Yes.
It's important for sure.
One quick thing I did want to add, Shaman King, I watched season 1 of that on Netflix. I don't know if anybody ever remembers. So I think I was saying it wrong. I think I kept asking people if they had watched Foxbox before, and it was called 4Kids. Do you remember that? Or do you remember Jetix?
You're throwing names at me that I'm like, yes, I remember, but like,
But now, okay, well, anyways, yeah, Shaman King got like a remake, and the first 13 episodes were on Netflix, so I watched all that, and it was so therapeutic watching it and just immediately being like, I remember this episode, this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen, but like the graphics and the animation style is just like better, so that was really cool. And then, oh god, in the middle of our conversation, I thought of something and didn't, just blurt it out immediately.
too bad.
Too bad, so sad. I think
Well, so quick shout out to our buddy Jameezy 3000. He also has a podcast. He's put out 4 episodes so far. But in his I believe it was his 4th or his 3rd episode, sorry. He was talking about animes that he's been watching, and I haven't seen them yet, but you have, and I want to watch them now. Was it Blood of Zeus?
Yes.
And the Ragnarok one?
Yes, Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah, I want to watch both of those because he was talking about them and he was getting a little bit more in depth with them. And I was like, oh yeah, those sound really cool. Also still haven't watched like Beastars season 2. And like that's on my list of things that I need to see. I heard people are really disappointed with the 2nd season, including James.
It ended. I'm pretty sure. Like I think it wrapped things up. Like it didn't really make me feel like there was gonna be any, there was no prelude into there's gonna be a 2nd season. Like no big
3rd season
or 3rd season, yeah. Like the end of the 1st season definitely had a big cliffhanger, and also for those of you that watch Beastars, or even if you didn't, because this isn't necessarily a spoiler because you find out right away in episode 1, some carnivore eats like a herbivore, and there's absolutely no police investigation the entirety of season 1 that a student was murdered and eaten, and it's just that was my biggest turnoff to the show. Besides, obviously the rest of the show I ended up enjoying, and for the beginning of season 2 of Beastars I did enjoy.
I mean, that show's not for everyone.
Definitely not for everyone.
Totally throw that out there.
A bunch of people immediately get turned off by the deer with hands. But it was, I don't know, it was fun. If you like the 1st season of that for watching, or anybody that like Beastars, check out it's called BNA. Boku no Animal, I think is what people usually refer to, but it's on Netflix. It's this one's a little more cartoony anime, but I liked it. That one was really cool. I think you would enjoy that more than Beastars. It's funny and then packed with a little bit of action and its own plot.
I don't know. I just watch. I feel like the majority of the anime that we watch is a lot of action comedy, and so every once in a while I want to watch one that is not funny really, that it's just a drama or a serious one that there isn't too much
I knew
comedy stuff in it.
Also, watch Terraform Mars. Again, that's right up your alley, and like you said, it won't there's not funniness. I mean, you might laugh at the blood and gore when people die because you're just you, but anyways, what I wanted to say was Bleach was confirmed for getting the final season, the 1,000 year Blood War arc, animated, and now there's more chapters being written. There's like a season that's following after the 1,000 year Blood War arc, so technically it's not the final season anymore. Now there's going to be more. So
But if you've already
big.
read it and you were like, okay, this is done, now you're like, this was done and now it's not, you don't feel like, not betrayed, but like any type of way where you're like, I thought they wrapped it up.
It's more
and
like
now it's like, what the fuck?
I'm more curious as to what they're going to, like, who the bad guy's supposed to be. I think, and plus, like I
See, this is what we were talking about, and like not last week, but like 2 weeks ago when we were talking about this. It's like when things end, they should end, and because I feel like this is kind of a money grab. They're like, because people have been waiting, because we didn't get we got like a decent ending, but we didn't get a great ending to Bleach, and people have been waiting for that final like arc to get animated, and now it's getting animated, and then everyone's so excited, the hype is real, that I think that they're like, we should keep going with this, and it's like, no, you fucking shouldn't.
So there's
if it
definitely
needs to end, it needs to end.
There's definitely like a time skip at the end too. Like after everything happens, there like years go by, and like they're not in high school anymore. So
I hate money grabs, dude.
So it's I mean, it's Bleach. It's one of my all-time favorite animes, and what really suckered.
I mean, it's one of the
us,
big three, but still,
what suckered all of us really into the giant anime hole. But I don't know. I'm more excited because I feel like there's a lot of the final arc that I think when I was reading it, I didn't completely understand. That I'm hoping that watching it will like give me a little more of the understanding. Also, I mean, not to ruin anything to anybody else, but just for anyone that has read the chapters and stuff, I was just not a big fan of like how the final fight like really took place. So I don't know. I'm super curious to see how everything will go.
I mean,
I'm also super excited to see so many people's bankais.
After like the fight with Aizen, I think that's when it should have ended. It should have ended there. We never should have gotten the next following arc.
But that was already part of the manga though. So like the Fullbringer arc isn't filler. Though it was extremely crazy to find out
filler.
that
I'm just saying it's shitty.
Well, yeah, compared to
you can't. How the fuck are you gonna follow the arc that you get, that all these fights with the 13 Court Guard and the fucking all the dudes from Waco Mundo,
the
Espadas, yeah.
They
how
had
the fuck
such
you
a
can
good
do all that shit and then be like, oh, here's this.
Aizen is the main villain. Was set up so well from the first season to like find out later on that he's kind of putting everything together and everything that came to, but again the creator of the manga, like he had everything already kind of set out. Like it was never supposed to end with Aizen, and the Fullbringer arc is Ichigo's way to like regain his soul reaper powers.
But I feel like it should have ended there, because like Ichigo was always a substitute soul reaper. So like it was a fitting end that he's the one that takes out Aizen and loses everything. And then they're like, all right, dude, sorry, but guess what? This was always supposed to happen. You were always supposed to go back to being a human.
It would almost be cooler if the new like chapters that are being written is like once they pass on and now they're just literal like soul reapers in the Seireitei. Like they're not all human beings that are helping out with stuff from the Soul Society. They're just all soul reapers now.
I mean, there was all this stuff. There was tons and tons of unanswered questions. Ichigo's mom, the fucking...
I mean, no. See, but that's stuff that you didn't know because you didn't read the manga. And like, I don't know what the decision was to not animate the final arc, why they decided against doing that, and they just ended it with the Fullbringer arc. But yeah, like
No, but I'm saying like Ichigo's mom, the Quincy's, there was a ton of unanswered questions and stuff
that do get answered in the manga.
Well, like I even kind of want answers to Chad. Like Chad just fucking gets powers. Like,
He's a full bringer.
and same thing with like Orihime.
I think Orihime is also
I
kind
feel
of
like
meant
that
to be
almost
a
doesn't get
full bringer.
explained either. It's just like, oh, look at this.
I know
You're-
that Chad is for sure a full bringer. I'm not 100% sure that only Orihime is, but Aizen also tried explaining Chad and Orihime's powers as this is now just a Bleach podcast.
Yeah. Disregard all of this if you don't
It
care
was
about
the
it.
Hogyoku could like manifest the desires / wishes
Yeah,
of people
yeah,
that
yeah.
were around it. So both Orihime and Chad wanted
to be able to help their friends.
so they were able to. But like then I think it was also answered that they were able to do that because they had like full bringer latent abilities or stuff. But anyways, yeah. But Chad for sure is a full bringer. I don't know if Orihime is.
All right. But do you got anything else?
No.
All right. Segment over.
Good segment in that one though.
Yeah. All right. Tito,
Yes.
I'm just going to tell you what I've been doing watching.
Okay. Don't even ask. Just tell me.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mentioned that I got The Witcher, like the full version with all the DLC and stuff. I haven't really played any of it since we talked about it last. I do want to get back into it, but just been super busy, and I've also been just watching a bunch of other stuff. Anime, like I said, I've basically just been caught up like on My Hero, and I don't think I've started any new ones or anything like that. I've been contemplating just sitting down and watching the rest of Black Clover that I need to watch so that I'm caught up with that.
Yes.
I haven't. I'm not caught up on Tokyo Revengers. I think I have like 1 or 2 episodes I need to watch on that. But like I said, I want to watch that Ragnarok one and that Blood of Zeus one. 2 shows that I finished the second seasons of, though, was Home Before Dark, which is an Apple Plus original, which I don't think I may or may not have talked about it before, but it's about a little girl who is a reporter. She's like following in the footsteps of her dad, who's an actual reporter, and she is like discovering like giant plots in the city and like solving like missing persons cases and shit like that. It's a really good show. The second season just ended. It like wrapped everything up, and I was like, this show might be over here, and I'm like, and I'd be okay with that. But they gave you like a little teaser, not like a cliffhanger per se.
But like an unanswered question.
Yeah, there was like I mean, that doesn't really give anything away because even I don't know. They just go like, there's been a murder, and then you don't see who is murdered or anything like that. You just get like a little teaser, and then I was like, oh shit, there might be a season 3. And then I finished season 2 of Outer Banks, which is a Netflix original. And that's about a bunch of...
What was it? Michael B? No. What's his name?
John B.
John B. Yeah. Do they ever say, why do they always say John B?
I mean, that's his name. His name is John B. Rutledge. They just call him John B.
Yeah, but so I'm assuming B is his middle initial?
Yeah.
So do they
They don't call him Johnny or John or anything.
But do they
him John
call
B.
everybody else, name, middle initial?
No, they just call him John B.
Oh,
That's
okay.
his name.
But they don't explain it. They just go, well, we just call him John B for fun.
Sure. I don't know. Why does anybody call him? Why the fuck do we call you Tito? It's not your name.
No, but it's a nickname. I don't have a single friend where we say their name and then their middle initial and just to like have, and if we did, I'd be like, why do we say it like that? Like there are plenty of people that like either have 2 first names or they're just like, oh, like my name's, Anna Marie. And people always just say my first and middle name together. No one says like Anna M.
Fuck, man. I don't know. Ask the goddamn creators of the show. His name's John B. That's what they call him.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Can
the
I
couple
just
episodes
fucking get on with the goddamn story?
I'm sorry. It bothered me so much, like watching the couple episodes with you, that they just kept saying John B, John B, John B. Like, why the fuck are you keep calling him John B? Why do they just call him John?
because he's fucking 16. Who the fuck calls anybody John at 16? Exactly. Fucking goddamn shit. I don't know. Anyway, these kids from South Carolina, they live on this island. But it's like the show revolves around these kids who are searching for this lost gold, this treasure. And the first season revolves around all around that, finding the treasure. And then the second season has more of that, but also has a new mystery that they're trying to solve. But the first and second season follow each other, so you can't like watch a second season and be like, oh, but this is a different thing that they're looking for in this season. It still follows the shit that happened in the first season, the events of the first season. But that cliffhanger at the end of the second season was like, what the fuck? So like, I'm excited for the third season for that. That was good. I've also been watching a lot of cooking and baking shows. So welcome back to our baking podcast.
Hey.
I watched this show called Bake Squad that was on Netflix. It was pretty cool. What I really liked about it was that it wasn't like a typical competition where they're like competing for money or people getting eliminated or anything like that. It was the same 4 bakers, and they were just competing for bragging rights against each other. So each episode, the host, who is also a baker, would have a guest who was a client, and she would describe the dessert that they would describe the party that they were having and the types of things that the person that they were celebrating liked or whatever. And then each of the 4 bakers would make a dessert, and then the person would pick one. And then at the end, you'd get to see like the reveal at the party of the person reacting to the dessert that got picked. But there's no money involved or anything like that. It was just bragging rights. So I thought it was really cool. And then after that, I watched this show called The Final Table, which was about these 24 like world-renowned chefs competing in teams at first, and then at the end it was like one-on-one to same thing, just bragging rights. No money, no medal, no trophy, none of that shit. Just to be the last person standing to get that final seat at the final table with like 9 like super high world ranking chefs. And it was a really, really cool show. I really liked that they had celebrity judges and stuff from each, like, for the most part, each episode they would go to a different, they wouldn't go, but it would be like they would be focusing on one country's cuisine. So they did like Mexico, Spain, Brazil, Japan, the US, the UK, India, Italy, France. So it was like really, really cool. And they would have like celebrities and food critics and chefs from those specific countries come and judge them. For America, they had Dax Shepard and Colin Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. So I thought it was really cool. They also had, for India, they had Hassan Minhaj, if you know who that is. He was on the Daily Show, and he has his own show on Netflix, The Patriot Act, I want to say. He's a comedian. If I showed you a picture, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, I know who the guy is or whatever.
Probably, but
but yeah, it was a really cool show. I watched. There was only one season, and I thought it was like new. I mean, it's newer. It's from like 2018.
I kind of felt like it's like a cooking show, Mr. Universe.
Kind of, yeah. Like it was like the best of the best because the chefs were like from all over the world. Mm-hmm. They had like chefs, like I said, like from Brazil, France, India, New Zealand, Australia. So yeah, they had chefs from everywhere. It was really cool. So yeah, I just finished that today actually. But other than that,
also Lego Masters.
I watched Lego Masters. That show's awesome.
Hosted by Will Arnett.
Movie
Is
wise,
that a Hulu original too?
no, it's on Fox.
Oh,
Just on Hulu the next day. As far as movies go, I don't think I've seen any movie. Oh, we've been watching What If. We just watched the second episode today.
oh yeah.
On Marvel, the Marvel What If,
Which
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I've enjoyed
it. Yeah,
I like that it's like I hope that it stays this way. And again, now this like the second episode is still proving to me that they could still do it because it's specifically the MCU so far. These last two movies or last two episodes, not movies, and they're changing things and being like, well, what if this happened? But like potentially, like this could just be like one other universe where this stuff is happening. So I wonder if they'll like culminate it into like something different. But I've definitely enjoyed watching it. Yeah.
yeah. All right. So what about you?
I've watched the first 10 episodes of season 2 of The Owl House. I mentioned Shaman King. I started Sweet Tooth. I watched the first episode.
Oh shit! So did I. Fuck, I forgot about that. I'm actually like on the 6th episode.
Oh, have you liked it?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, yeah. I watched the first
I
episode.
totally forgot about that. Yeah, that show's pretty cool.
I think I also finished the second episode. But yeah, I've been hoping to finish that. I need to just finish the newest season of Lucifer. Like I think I only have like 4 or 5 episodes left. Just so I caught up, and it was supposed to be the final season, and they got renewed for like a 6th season now too. One thing like I kind of want to mention because I think that's pretty much been it. I haven't really had time to play video games or had too much of like a will to really like get into it.
I've been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender again.
Oh yeah, like Biomutant. I put it in the other day when our younger brother was over hanging out with us. I played for like half an hour, and I was like, "Why aren't you like what I wanted you to be?"
Yeah, same.
So like, I need to rehook up my. I was playing Cuphead for fun, just because I never beat it solo. I only beat it with my buddy Chuck, but I need to rehook up my PS4 and then play games that like obviously I could play on my PS5, but like my save data is on my PS4, so I need to rehook that up. Hopefully, I think I'm like on the cusp of like 3 other platinums to just kind of go through and get that. I did see like a lot of new gameplay for Pokemon Legends Arceus. They added 2 evolutions to other Pokemon, and then they were also showing a couple like area specific or region specific Pokemon and like how they like change a little bit. So I saw that and some of the gameplay that's coming out. So I'm actually really excited for that to come out too. But besides that, I haven't been doing too much. I have not been on my nerdy game recently, but all to change soon. I'm actually kind of grateful that a lot of games kind of got pushed back so that I have more time to catch up with my backlog. But
all right,
I think that's about it for me.
Coolio. All right, so for this episode, I'm actually really excited about this. For this episode, out of the blue, I don't really know why. I guess a quick update. I'm still watching the Disney movies, the Disney animated movies, in order that as they came out. And recently, I've watched, I think since the last time I talked about it, I've watched Beauty and the Beast, Belle's Magical World, which is just like 3 short stories that were put into a movie. Not the best one, but they were okay. I watched A Bug's Life, which, dude, I can't even tell you. There was things about A Bug's Life that I was like, I totally mixed up A Bug's Life and Ants.
Dude, I do that all the time, probably still to this day.
I was like, Flick goes out, finds the bugs, and is back home within like 3 minutes. And for some reason, I was like, Flick goes out and finds the bugs, and it takes them a while to get back, and they make it back just in time for the fight with Hopper. And I'm like, nope, that's not what happens.
That's not what happens at all.
And then I was like, does Flick go out and then come back from Princess Ada, and then they go out again? And then I was like, wait, where's the part with the wasps? And then I was like, that's ants.
That's
All
ants,
of that
yeah.
is ants. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm the princess. Damn it.
Yeah, I was
Ants
like,
isn't on that list though, right? Because that's DreamWorks.
no, yeah, that's DreamWorks.
That's DreamWorks. You should still probably just watch it though.
Yeah, Ants is great, but yeah,
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
I always love that he's in it because as far as I know, I don't know him for being a voice actor for any other like animated kids movie.
yeah. So I was like,
Yeah, you pick the dirt up.
I was like, oh shit, okay. So yeah, anyway, watching A Bug's Life, and yeah, it was great. Max like really, he was watching with me and he really liked it. So watch
Who are,
that.
Are there any famous voice actors for that I just didn't? think of?
Hopper is voiced by Kevin Spacey,
Oh yeah.
and his brother is voiced by
I think I can already see his face, but I won't know
Yeah.
the name when you say it.
I can't remember. I'm trying to think of like what other movies.
Well, how can I answer? You told me you'd hit me again.
Yeah.
Remember mine.
Yeah. And he punches somebody else.
Yeah.
The Flea is voiced by the guy who voices Ham.
Yeah. That dude shows up in a bunch of those movies.
Yes.
Because then he's
like in
also the
every
giant semi truck that drives around.
Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah. Yeah, you're a stick. It's funny.
You're a walking stick. What's the point, PT? The lonely laugh. No, not this again.
Yeah.
God, I love that movie.
You know what's funny is that his name is PT and he runs a
P.T. Barnum,
circus.
yeah.
PT Barnum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, as an adult, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like as a kid, I was just like, this guy's name is PT. But anyway, so yeah, Bug's Life, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Hadn't seen that in a while.
Rejection, disgrace.
Yes. Great song. And
You know what
Mulan.
song was always weird for me in that one? Upendi.
In Upendi. Anyway, well, there you go. So that's a perfect segue to lead into what we're talking about, which is Disney songs.
I would love for any time that someone's like, that's a perfect segue to immediately like get hit by someone on a segue. They just hit them.
That's an unperfect segue. Anyway, so Tito and I decided to talk about Disney songs, but we might do this a few different ways in the future. But for today, what we're doing is we went through the decades. We each picked a movie from a decade from a Disney movie, and then we're picking one specific song, and then our list is gonna compete with each other, and then at the end our songs can compete against one another. But the only movie from the 1930s is Snow White. So
It is.
what song we probably picked the same exact song, but
I picked Wishing Well.
okay, so we didn't. I picked Whistle While You Work.
I feel like Whistle While You Work was just kind of fun. And like definitely for, the kids that were more than likely like the movie was aimed at this is the first animated Disney movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like Wishing Well, I liked just because of like, the range of voice on the actress that played Snow White back then, and then just when the prince gets there and kind of like cuts her off at the end to sing that like fun today, and then just like sings his part, or I don't know. I thought as a song it's better than just Whistle While You Work.
Oh no. Yeah. I picked Whistle While You Work because it's like a two-parter. It's like a two-parter song. You get Whistle While You Work that leads into Hi Ho.
But Hi Ho is not a song. It's just what they say like on the way back.
Yeah, but they go hi ho, it's off to work we go.
And then they just whistle.
Yeah.
They don't actually ever say anything else, but like, what
Yeah,
is it?
but
Everyone, when kids
That's
would go,
catchy as a
"Wait,
motherfucker.
What was it? It's off to work we go.
It's all the accompaniment.
What was the
though.
stuff we would say? Something, then wet our pants.
Yeah, we yeah. Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work we go. We learn a dance and glad our
Yeah,
pants.
that's what it was. That's not part of the movie. That's just what we said as kids all the time.
Yeah. Anyway, no.
That was like the clock out bell. So something I don't even know what it was. Someone just noticed it was getting dark and then hi ho, and then they would just hear it. It was basically the horn of Gondor, and everyone was like, "All right, let's get the fuck out of here."
Hi ho, hi ho. Yeah, but it's the accompaniment with the shit that's going on screen. Like, Dopey's falling into the fucking river. Fucking his pants get full with water. Then he's like, having
Okay,
to, like,
what are
scoot
we
up to
doing
the-
here though? Are we talking about the song, or are we going to talk about what's going on also in the film?
You just said. Then the fucking prince shows up and fucking takes
and
over.
He adds,
That
and then
happens in
he's-
the movie.
No. But it switches who's singing.
Because he shows up.
That's the song though. But I'm still talking about just the song and who's singing. I like how the two voices complemented each other in that part, and that's what I was saying. Like as a whole,
Not on the rug.
does she not sing during that?
Yeah, that's whistle while you work.
That's also. I thought Whistle While You Work. Oh yeah, she sings.
Yeah,
it.
she
Oh.
starts it. Just whistle while you work. Just hum a merry tune.
The dwarves don't sing any of that either. They only do the hi ho.
Yeah, it leads. The whistle while you work leads into the hi ho, but yeah, she's the one that sings whistle while you work. Yeah, all that shit. The fucking squirrel falling into the fucking spider web, making that funny ass
Yeah,
face.
that's the best. That's the best scene in the whole movie. That face is fantastic. I laugh every time.
All right. But anyway,
But that's
we're
okay.
gonna,
But I'm just saying,
but
like for future
right.
reference,
We're
this is the
not
start of
competing
it.
with each other. We're not competing with each other. right now.
Okay.
So, my movie from the 1940s was The Three Caballeros, and the song that I picked was Os Quindins de Yaya. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's,
Come
yeah,
here.
that's the one where they're in Brazil.
That we can agree on is 100% a musical, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, what's the one that you picked from the 1940s?
I picked Dumbo and Pink Elephants on Parade.
I fucking hate that song.
I like. First of all,
That
and
song
that's-
is scary
that
as
is
shit.
That is the only lyric is like. Well, no, I guess not. It's Pink Elephants on Parade. Here they come, hippity hoppity. But even that just sounded creepy. But no, like I don't know. Just the musical score that like happened behind it, because like I said, those are the only lyrics. But then also like a lot of not that I was ever really big into it, but I used to hear like a lot of mashups of songs that would use this this song like for the background music.
It's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, for me, I think Whistle While You Work beats the Os Quindins de Yaya.
Oh, you think Whistle While You Work beats the Three Caballeros
yeah,
song?
yeah.
Okay. I think for me, yeah, like again, because
There's the visuals. If we're only talking music, it beats it. Because the visuals in
so
Three
are we talking
Caballeros...
visuals then? Or are we saying it adds to the
Well,
song?
no, I mean, the song, the song adds to the visuals, but yes, we're obviously we're really seeing it, especially as kids. You're mostly seeing it more than really listening to.
But
a lot of stuff.
first of all, sometimes I listen to just Disney songs in the car, like so. Like
yeah,
the
and when's
song
time that you ever
itself.
put on Os Quindins de Yaya?
Yeah, it's been a while.
When's
But
the
I
last
mean,
time that you
I'm
threw
just saying
on-
the song needs to be able to track without the visuals too.
Yeah. So I'm saying that for me, Whistle While You Work beats the other one.
I
Does.
think for me, the music is better in Pink Elephants on Parade over
Okay.
Wishing Well.
All right. So go ahead, go next.
For the 50s, I picked Lady and the Tramp, and I picked Oh This Is a Night, the one where they eat spaghetti. I don't know. I think like even way back then, and it's a little bit of a cheesy side and exposing myself, but like I'm a hopeless romantic, so like I feel like I love that, and also more often than not, no one refers to like men as tramps, and I think it's hilarious that probably one of the first connotations of it, like that was really like brought into our life was Lady and the Tramp, and the Tramp is a dude. So I don't know. I thought I really liked that, but yeah, this song, the accordion, and then like, what is it? It's an Italian chef and an Italian waiter that are just singing the song
Yes,
out there to the
yes.
two dogs. I loved it. I loved all of it.
Okay. For me, I chose Sleeping Beauty, and I chose Once Upon a Dream.
Well, of course, we've met before. Well, Once Upon a Dream.
Yeah. That song is dope as shit.
That was the only song that got remade for the Maleficent movie, right?
Yeah, and Lana Del Rey's version is fucking on point in that. Like, I like Lana Del Rey's version better than the original version, but yeah, this song is really good.
Good picks, good picks.
So now the question is, does Pink Elephants?
No, this I think it's called "This Is a Night." Oh, or "This Is the Night." I think it was called for the Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, I mean, you could have looked it up again, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, I
You're
thought
fucking unprepared.
I thought I had it right when I like wrote it down. Then I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, this seems like an odd title for a song. But no, the Lady and the Tramp song for me trumps "Elephants on Parade."
Same. I would say that Once Upon a Dream beats Whistle While You Work.
Yes, for sure.
All right. For the 1960s, I did not go animated, although there is an animated part. I went with Mary Poppins' Step in Time.
Another musical,
Yes.
and you went Step in Time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one where they're on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
with
yeah.
the chimney sweeps.
Oh, I feel like
Step in time, step in time, step in time, step in time. Give me a little reason, give me a little rhyme.
they're-
Give me a little rhyme, but step in time. I
they're
love that
jumping.
song.
They're jumping into sidewalk art, right? Is that the one? Where she ends up singing "Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious."
They're inside of the art already when they sing that
they're
song.
inside. Oh, I thought they're like jumping from like artwork to artwork or something. I can't. I don't know. I don't know when's the last time. Did you see the remake with Emily Blunt?
It's not a remake.
It's not.
It's a sequel.
Oh, it's a sequel.
It's called Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh, I didn't know it was a sequel.
Yes, I
Oh.
saw the sequel.
Was it good? Did it hold water?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was fine. They had some good music, but I mean, not as good as the original.
So she was just supposed to be playing like,
She was playing Mary Poppins. Yeah.
and just hadn't aged a day, or was it like, oh, it's only been a week since the first movie?
No. No.
Oh no, it was the kids grew up.
The kids had grown up.
But yeah, Mary Poppins still didn't age though, right?
Yeah,
If anything,
no.
she looks younger than the
Yeah,
original.
she returned. I don't know about that. Julie Andrews was a fucking fox.
I'm
back
not saying
then.
she's not a fox. I'm just saying Emily Blunt.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
no,
be blunt here.
I fucking hate you. Fucking run right into the door. I fucking hate you. Yeah, Emily Blunt comes back to be the nanny for I believe it's
George? George's kids?
I believe it's the daughter's kids.
Oh.
Or maybe it is George's kids. But yeah. But yeah, that's the song that I chose for the 60s. What about you?
I chose The Jungle Book and I Want to Be Like You. And
The King Louis one.
yes. Such
I'm trying to think like
a bop. And then especially when Baloo comes in.
that one's
and
great.
adds his own spin on it too.
I don't know. I think I probably would have gone with that too, but like, I don't know. Bare Necessities. I might have gone with Bare Necessities.
Bare Necessities is good, but I also feel like I think as more of like, because they're both fun songs, and I feel like more often than not, like especially like gathered around a group of people that wanted to listen to a song, more people resonated with "I Want to Be Like You."
Yeah, it's a good one.
But I also like, I mean, I know like just if I'm just trying to pass the time at work, I also really love "We're Your Friends," the song that Mowgli sings with the vultures. I'm just singing in a trailer by myself.
I seemed like he was singing with the Beatles.
Oh, you know what? I never put that together. Yeah. Except, I mean, the bald one doesn't really remind me of any of the Beatles, but the two with the long hair do.
Yeah.
Kid, we'd like to make you an honorary vulture.
All right. So which one wins?
I want to be like you. I think trumps it for the Lady and the Tramp song.
Yeah, I would agree.
What about you?
I don't know. Like,
It's a tough one.
yeah. The problem is that I'm looking at the next one and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if it would be this one, but it might be that one. Yeah, I'm just going to say that Stepping Time doesn't beat Once Upon a Dream.
I would have to agree with you wholeheartedly.
All right. What's your next song for the 70s?
I went with Robin Hood. It's just right at the beginning. With first of all, that freaking rooster with his just mandolin just killing it the whole movie. Just
He's a coxman.
yeah. Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest. Oodle lolly golly, what a day! Yeah, that song is fantastic, and even coupled with the whistling too to kind of start it off too, because he's also the narrator.
Yes.
Throughout the movie. But yeah, I went with that one. What about you?
I went with Everybody Wants to Be a Cat from the Aristocats.
I would have gone. Oh man, really? Like I get that song's so good, and I also like that there's so many different tempos into it. Like they switch up some of the music from time to time. I guess as a whole, I would say it's probably the top tier song of that. But I love the Thomas O'Malley Cat song so much.
Nah. That one wasn't even like on my radar.
Giuseppe
No,
Casey.
hell no.
Oh man.
The fucking at the end when they're all coming out of the house, the fucking all the floors are breaking in the house. Everybody wants to be a cat. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hell no. That song is dope. Well, he tried.
Well, he blew it, but he was a close.
Yeah. For me, that one does bing. That one does beat Once Upon a Dream.
I think for me, I'm gonna go with. I think the Jungle Book takes this one over the Robin Hood song for me, just because I think again, just like the energy that I want to be like you just gives off.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's one that I would like search on my phone. I don't think I've ever once been like, I want to listen to the Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest.
Yeah.
All right. For the 1980s, I went with Why Should I Worry from Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company's so good. And that's the best song, like hands down. It's so good. They sang it twice in the movie.
Yeah, they did.
I went with The Little Mermaid and I went Poor Unfortunate Souls because
What?
dude, that's
There's so many songs in there, and you went with that one?
dude, I don't know what it is about it, but like that song just it just clapped so much for me. Like
Part of your world?
look at
Under
this
the
stuff,
sea?
isn't it
Under the
neat?
sea? Are you fucking crazy?
I think Under the Sea is like obviously widely known. People love. No qualms against it, but like to me, just Poor Unfortunate Souls, and especially like the fact that the entirety of the song is like Ursula just spinning like the lie of like, oh, like I try to help, but like sometimes certain stuff happens and then they can't pay the price, and it's like, no, bitch, like you're messing up the deal on purpose so that like you get away with pretty much killing them and having your way. But I don't know.
I mean, Ursula like doing the magic at the end is pretty good of that song, but still.
I would have loved to see like how they decided like what her magic words were supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then just Ariel singing as she's keep singing and just pulls the voice out of her throat. No, I don't know. I loved it.
All right. So which one wins for you?
I still want to say like I want to be like you, from the Jungle Book, but again, yeah, just it's just
All right,
my Little
cool.
Mermaid pick. What about you?
Yeah. Why should I worry?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Why am I blanking on his name? I mean, he voices. Does it Dodger?
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his fucking name right now.
I just remember Cheech Marin as Tito in that movie.
Yeah.
Come on, let's eat him.
What is your next movie?
Oh, from the 90s.
Billy Joel.
Oh, Billy Joel.
That's who sings that song.
There were what, like, I felt like when we were going through the list of all these movies, it was like, what, like 15 movies from the 90s?
No, there wasn't 15, but there was a lot. But which one did you pick?
A Goofy movie, Eye to Eye. Like, just, it's a no contest, man. That, like, song is even big, like, on TikTok right now with people dressing up as Powerline or people dressing up like Max and Roxanne. Like, that song just slaps no matter what age you are.
I don't know. I like Eye to Eye, but I think I like the one that he sings at the end.
No, the one that they sing to the end is Eye to Eye. I think you're thinking...
No, when we listen to...
That's Eye to Eye. For the first time ever...
We're seeing it eye to eye. Yeah, you're right. So what's the one from the beginning then?
The one at the beginning is, well, not the beginning. Like we already talked about. The first song is when he's on his way to school,
which is also a good song.
Notice Me, I think it's called.
Notice Me, Senpai. Notice me.
Yeah. Till you notice me. If I could take a second to...
Oh, yeah.
I got whatever it takes.
Stand
Out. Not Notice
Stand
Me.
Out.
Stand Out.
Yeah. No. Yeah, Eye to Eye is the better one. All right. I went with... God, dude, there were so many good ones.
There were so many.
I didn't even choose. The thing is, I didn't go with the movie that has my favorite Disney song of all time just because that's like the only good song in that movie. Actually, that's not true. But
I take it all back.
No, that's not true. But this movie only has bangers, and I went with The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I went with Hellfire.
Yes,
that's my favorite song of that movie. But that song or that movie only has fucking bangers.
I would literally sing the soundtrack in my head, just like on like a bad day, just to feel better about myself. And yeah, all the songs are amazing.
And Hellfire beats Why Should I Worry, like fucking hands down.
Oh, Eye to Eye beats I Want to Be Like You.
I was almost afraid that was gonna like make it all the way to the end.
Oh, Want to Be Like You?
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. For the 2000s, I went with Lilo and Stitch, Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride.
Which is definitely a good song. Like I remember that, like Disney Channel.
I love that song.
Disney Channel used to do like these little shorts and stuff in between like certain shows, and I remember one of them was like they showed, I think it was like a choir from like Hawaii, like singing like that. Like obviously all the Hawaiian parts as well. Is that what the language is called or no? Or is it
Hawaiian?
Yeah, Hawaiian? Yeah. Okay. Well,
I think so, yeah.
I mean, they're Pacific Islanders, so I don't know. Like, I feel like it might be a different language. I'm not sure. But I went with Brother Bear with good old Phil Collins and I'm on My Way.
I didn't like Brother Bear.
Really?
Yeah, no, I didn't like it.
I liked the first one. I was not at all a fan of the second one.
I didn't like it. Now that I think about it, like, fucking Disney went and repackaged Brother Bear and called it Brave, and somehow no one fucking remembered that.
What? Not really. Brother Bear... No.
A human turns into a bear.
Yeah, but the stories are 100% completely different. Also, in Brother Bear, he ends up staying a bear. This one, no. It's different.
About family.
It's different.
Brother Bear, the guy kills the the bear's mom, which is why he stays a bear at the end, because he doesn't want to leave him
Yeah, but because
alone.
of the bond that he ends up making with Coda and how horrible he feels once he finds out that that was her mom. But he also kills the mom bear for revenge from his older brother getting killed.
Yeah.
And in Brave, she curses her own mother on accident. And then, like, once they fix their relationship,
Well, I
she's
mean,
able to change
it wasn't
back.
an accident.
Yeah, it was. She didn't mean to curse her. What she meant to do was, like, bewitch her to let her have her own way, not transform her into a bear.
Yeah. Well, she didn't know that she was going to stay a bear forever either.
Well, yeah, that was also another part of it too. But yeah, that one.
Well, her brother's also changing to bears too.
Yeah, for eating the poison tart.
Yeah.
Eye to Eye stays on top for me though.
Yeah, Hellfire stays on top over Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride.
And then for the 2010s, I went with Tangled. And again, from 2010 all the way to 2019, again, a crap ton of like really great Disney movies came out with awesome soundtracks. I went with Tangled and with At Last I See the Light. Like,
I knew you were gonna go with that. That song, I feel that song's so overrated.
I love it so much. Though I like
That song
a
is
lot
so
of those songs from that
overrated.
one. What was it? Mother Knows Best is also really good from that. When Will My Life Begin at the beginning of the song, also fantastic.
Yeah, I like that one.
The
over
song
that
she
one.
sings with all the people in the bar when they're talking about I think it's
Their
called I
dream-
Have a
I Have a
yeah,
Dream,
Yeah, I Have
yeah.
a Dream. That fantastic. Also,
Oh, dude, I just like totally remembered that like I skipped. Well, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, what were you gonna say? Also, what?
I was going to say also I love that world in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. I went with Frozen 2, Into the Unknown.
Brendan Urie's version. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean Brendan Urie's version is fucking amazing, but yeah, I mean Idina Menzel's version is fucking awesome. Yeah, that easily that song is better than fucking Let It Go. Despite how big Let It Go was, Into the Unknown is way better.
Yes, and we were talking about this earlier when we were going through our list too, where it was just like that song I think is better than the songs that came out on the original Frozen soundtrack. But I think Frozen soundtrack is better as a whole to Frozen 2 because I don't think Frozen 2 had like
Yeah,
any other great
yeah,
songs.
I don't think. Yeah,
But
I
you
don't
did bring
think
up a
I've,
good
like-
point too that Frozen 2 didn't have as many songs as the
Yeah,
first Frozen.
I don't think I know any of the other songs from Frozen 2, but Into the Unknown, so fucking good.
I can hear you, but I won't.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I just felt like it was better than Let It Go. But anyway, I wanted to. So yeah, Into the Unknown, and then what did you went with? So what about you? For me, Into the Unknown.
It's still
This
eye to
one
eye.
does beat Hellfire.
It's
for
still
me.
eye to eye for me. Like a Goofy movie is probably like in the top 3 of my favorite Disney movies, and Eye to Eye is one of my all time. Like I could listen to that song at least like 20 times a day and not get annoyed of it.
Yeah, I mean it is a great song. So then Into the Unknown versus Eye to Eye.
If we were gonna do that, I think also just because of my love for Panic at the Disco and Brendan Urie in general, and just like how amazing, like that song can like straight up give me chills.
Yeah, that song.
But
yeah,
I think like if we were gonna go head to head at the end there, I think I would give it to Into the Unknown.
yeah, I think I would also give it to Into the Unknown for sure. So I want to go back because the fucking 90s had.
Wait, yeah, I thought you told me you picked Moana
Yeah, so I did.
and then switched it last minute.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, Moana, and then I was like, oh wait, Frozen 2, and I was like, no, yeah, Into the Unknown.
I don't think Moana has a single song that I don't like.
Yes,
and
that is a great soundtrack.
when she throws the heart of Te Fiti into, well, actually, I'll take it back. I wasn't even though a lot of people liked it, I wasn't the biggest fan of Shiny.
Oh no, I didn't like that song either.
When she throws the heart of Te Fiti into the ocean, and then all of a sudden, like she sees like the spirit of her grandma, and then like
Yes.
re-energized.
I am
Dude,
Moana.
oh my god,
Yes.
every fucking time without like I think I try to like psych myself up like don't get chills, and then I'll watch the video on purpose and I'll still get chills like when she screams I am Moana and then dives in.
Yes.
Like I want to dive through a window and scream I am Moana. It's
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's my favorite song. That is,
Also,
that
I get
one.
chills when
How Far I Go is awesome, but I am
Yes.
yeah.
When she meets it's pretty much Tafiti herself, even though she looks like I think what is it, Taka? Yeah, Taka. When she just walks up to her and like puts it back, but like she's just like I mean the sea's like parted or the ocean, and she's just I have crossed the horizon to find you, and like even that part just gives me chills too. Dude, it's such a great movie.
Yeah.
Such a great movie.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Dwayne Johnson's fucking song,
Yeah.
You're Welcome is fucking awesome too.
Yeah.
The little rapping part and all that. Anyway, but I wanted to go back to the 90s because, yeah, literally the fucking 90s had just shitload. I mean, starting off with fucking, in 91 with, fucking blanking, Beauty and the Beast. I was like, whoa, I just totally went by without thinking about Gaston. That's like one of my favorite songs on Disney.
So good. And I think they did a really good job in the remake too. With
Hell
that song.
yes.
Yes.
Hell yes. Even though they changed some of the words and stuff, like hell yeah, they did awesome. But then Aladdin has nothing but fucking bangers in 1992. Yeah. Then fucking Lion King,
Hercules.
Toy Story.
Yo, when I talked about like songs that just make me feel bad when I already feel worse after breakups, listening to what was it, Mega's song? I can't think of what it's called.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Toy Story 2 when
no.
somebody loved me.
No. That oh god, don't talk to me about that song. Disney, what were you doing to us with Jesse's backstory there?
Yeah, that was terrible.
No, I was talking about the one Meg sings it with the sirens.
Oh,
No,
stop! I already had it. Sha-la-la-la. No. That.
Oh, I won't say I'm in love.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I was thinking,
Yeah.
sha-la-la, I want to kiss the girl.
Every
Kiss
the Little
the
Mermaid.
girl.
Oh god,
Whoa,
that was a
whoa.
really good one too in the movie
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, you fucking went with the
Dude,
wrong one, dude.
Poor Unfortunate Souls, I feel like is underrated, and that's why it was on my list. All right, I stand by it. Fight me.
It didn't even make it past. That one was like, yeah, this one wins. Eye to Eye just took it all the way to the end after that.
Because I mean, it was always going to. It always was. But yeah, no, yeah, the '90s Disney movies. Like, I feel so bad for like kids born like 2009 and like further. If your parents just decided like I'll just show them like all the new stuff, I'm not gonna go back and show them all these Disney classics. Like, I feel so bad for them because they're missing out.
Yeah, I mean, again, Lion King had a bunch of fucking bangers. I just can't wait to be king. Fucking the Hakuna Matata song. Fucking Circle of Life.
Yeah,
Fucking Circle of Life is so good.
Just throw it out there.
I get fucking chills every time they hold up Simba when
I just want Rafiki to toss him.
when all the animals start bowing. I don't know why I'm like, yes. But yeah, Mulan, and I'll Make a Man Out of You. That is my all-time favorite Disney song ever. I know all the words to it. I sing it all the time. I love that song.
I want to fight Huns.
I just listened to the pop punk version of that, dude, and it's fucking awesome.
A lot of pop punk versions of some Disney songs are fire.
And then Tarzan. The entire fucking soundtrack of Tarzan is amazing.
Phil Collins, baby.
Yeah, Phil Collins is amazing.
What was his band called?
Genesis.
Oh, that's what it was. They also have
And
a
he was
famous
the
song
drummer.
too, right?
Huh?
Doesn't Genesis have like one specific famous song?
In the Air Tonight?
Oh, yeah.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
yeah.
Do-do, 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 do-do. They also did, I told you, they did Land of Confusion.
What's that?
They originally did the song "Land of Confusion."
What's that?
That's one of the songs that Disturbed has. Don't you know this is a land of confusion?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did. Genesis did that first. But Two Worlds,
One Family.
in Tarzan. That's for me. That's the best one. Do you have any other?
No, man.
Songs?
I think we kind of wrapped it up pretty nicely. Got a little bow on it. And guys, yeah, if you're musically inclined, man, check out all these old Disney movies. If you followed along,
Or
tell
fight us.
Yeah, tell us if you liked any of the same songs we did, or we thought there was better, or maybe I was just straight up wrong about the Little Mermaid song.
I mean, yes,
tell me
I'm
about-
telling you. I'm telling you. Word.
But reach out to us, talk to us, guys. I really like this episode. You're right. This was this is a lot of fun to talk about.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, again, if you need a reminder, there's the giveaway coming up soon. So make sure that you guys follow all the rules that we set forth.
Junior Son Forth.
Yeah. And to enter a chance to win some free merch. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, pops.maniac, as well as nerdy.bros.inc. Send us a DM, message us, let us know what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show, what you think that we can improve on, as well as just talk to us. Just tell us about this show, any past episodes that we've talked about. Just talk to us about nerdy stuff. But what about you, Tito?
Yeah, guys, and again, always reach out to me at BanditoTito93 on Instagram or Twitter, guys. Love to hear from you guys about anything at all. Always reach out. We're ready to talk. But I think that's it for the episode, right?
Yeah, that's it. Have a good week, guys.
Yeah, have a good week, guys. Okay, bye.